Are we good? My dog.
Darling.
Do you like my new look, my dog?
Yeah, just shades off.
Shades off.
Yeah, we in
Why?
the house.
Why? We in the house.
Yeah.
I think you're hating on me, dog.
I'm not.
I did 5 hip hop nights last week on my own,
Yeah.
and I was wearing shades. And so I wanted you to see what's happening, and then you were criticizing me for wearing shades. Why?
First of all, I was happy with everything
Yes.
than the shades. I was like, we want to see your eyes. We want to see your face.
So let me get this straight. Everyone else I work with can wear shades on camera except for me.
Well, I can't call them out. Like I can call you out because you're my friend. So
But what are you calling out? It's part of the look.
Take
you know?
off your shades. We're not in the house. There's no sun.
No, but it's part of the outfit.
No, my nigga, it will be part of the outfit outside.
Okay, so I'm really wearing the shades for a reason.
Why?
It's because I used to wear spectacles, prescribed spectacles.
When I met you, you were...
Yes. So now I think people see me not wearing shades or spectacles and they think I'm wearing lenses.
Aren't you?
I'm not, actually. Yeah, so I did a procedure called orthokeratology. Ne?
Okay, can you tell?
In short, it's ortho-K.
Okay.
To put it simply, it's like you go to the optometrist, they check in on your eyes the same way they would when you're trying to get new spectacles, right?
I don't know that.
Except this time they're designing a specific lens for your eyes.
Oh.
These lenses, you don't wear them during the day. You wear them sleeping at night. You wake up in the morning, you remove them. Once you remove them, you have clear eyesight for the next 72 hours.
So it washes your eyes.
In your language, yes, it washes your eyes. But that's not what it really does. It's lenses, except they're not for the daytime. They're for when you're asleep. And it corrects your eyesight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I wanted to put my spectacle folks on game, or parents that have kids with myopia, people who wear spectacles, but now the kids can't play sports wearing their spectacles, or they have to play sports wearing lenses. And sometimes like these lenses fall out when you're doing sports. In this case, you're not wearing lenses at all. Like you have perfect eyesight and you can play sports, move around.
You can see like
Clearly,
in HD.
I see you.
Are you sure I'm not blurry?
Nah, girl. If you were blurry, you'd be ugly, nyano. So I'm just putting you on Execu Specs by Venetia Gopal. They are at Santon Gate. Ortho-K, it's lenses, you go to bed with them, you wake up in the morning, you remove them. Simple as that. You have great eyesight for the next 72 hours. So go check them out.
Are you doing it every day? Or like there's a period like you wait for 6 months and then you're done? Or every night?
No, they're like lenses. They're in your life. They're non-invasive. It's a non-invasive procedure. Some people go through the invasive procedure and hey, I'm not co-signing that because I never did it.
What if you forget? Because I'm very forgetful. What if you forget to put them at night? What happens during the day?
I mean, don't forget. If you wear them tonight and you don't wear them the next day, you're good for the next 48 hours, right? But just remember, it's part of your daily life now.
We on fire. We on fire.
What's poppin', fam? We back. We back. It's been a while. We had to take a break. We had to give you all a break, give you time to think, give you time to breathe. How you been, my dog?
I've been great.
Did you miss this?
I did. I missed to be on set. Yeah, I missed to have fun. Yeah. I just missed.
Last night I saw a friend of mine. She reposted a quote. I read the quote. It said something about bullies and what. And I was like, yo, I hope my friend is okay. And I thought about you.
Talking about me.
And I thought about you.
You know, the quote was saying, remember, people who bully you at work, they actually miserable at home.
Fair enough.
They're like losers at home. So they're
Yeah.
like simps. So they're trying to make themselves feel bad.
Simps.
Yeah,
Yo, yo.
they like terrible. They're going through a lot. So
You know, the term simp is usually for a man.
yeah, sometimes Sababa side.
Oh.
Yes. Like
Oh.
they losers.
So the bully you are reposting for is a man.
Yes, it is a man who bullied me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Episode 9 and full course meal.
Yeah.
Today we have our first guest, but we'll get into that later. What's on the starters?
I saw Nigerians want to cancel Tyla. Actually, not cancel her, but wants to cancel her concert coming up in December because she released an album, A-Pop, and she's about to embark on a tour. Nigeria is one of the countries she wants to go to in December.
Okay.
And they all, like, it's trending now. They just like, after the tension that South Africa and Nigeria have, this is bad timing. We need to cancel Tyla because also she hasn't said anything about, what has been happening in South Africa. And I hate the fact that they keep on referring to it as xenophobia. Do you know? They're like, due to what is happening, xenophobia happening in South Africa, we need to cancel her. And Aerostar, I think her visa was not approved. I don't know why. I don't know the reasons. So they just also taking that personally, saying, Luna, you don't approve our artists, but Tyla has to come this side.
Yo. Ish. Looking back at our last conversation, man, I almost understand where they're coming from.
How? Tyla has nothing to do with politics.
But Tyla is African. Tyla is African. You're South African, but you're African, why are you stars always being put in a position to be forced to speak on things you genuinely have a perspective for? When she had a perspective for, I guess, the idea of being colored in the States, she told her truth. It was the truth. In South Africa, we refer to you as colored, right? And colored in the States has its own history, and it doesn't land well on those people, right? Her educating them on where she comes from while she allowed herself to learn about the country's history allowed us to get to know each other in a way that makes us realize no one's trying to offend anyone. There's no real beef. So I think our refusal of having the conversation is why I might understand. Maybe Tyla must speak on.
What must she say? She's 23, 24. When I was that age, I didn't care for politics. I feel like she's too young, first of all.
This is the price of being a star. Don't be a star then. Don't be on the world stage and tell us that you don't want to have, just tell your truth. You don't even have to be political. You don't even have to be educated in politics. Like her telling the truth about being colored, it was the truth. She wasn't trying to be political. She grew up like this, and this is what she's called when she's back home. It ain't no beef, Okay, you guys have beef because it's this. Now that you know where I'm at and I know where you at, what's the bridge? We're not gonna get to the part of building the bridge if we refuse to just speak your truth. Yo, okay, we don't want you in Nigeria because of 1, 2, 3. What's your response? What's your truth?
Yeah, okay. Because I saw on her website she removed the dates in there. I think her team were just like, "Hey, we're getting backlash," but they
They're
haven't.
avoiding it.
Yes, they haven't addressed it. So are you saying now all artists should actually inherit this in other countries? If your country does something, should you now be the one who's being burdened with whatever is happening so that you until you speak?
I'm saying there's a price to being a star, man. And it's cool. Her removing the dates is you polishing your journey.
Yeah.
You're deciding that on this road, we're not taking this off ramp. Cool. You can do that, you know? However, you avoiding that off ramp doesn't take away that it exists. Doesn't take away those issues are still live and direct, you know? And unfortunately, those are the guys that have to be the ones that assist the country, the continent in getting to the destination of the solutions. No one's gonna listen to ShabZi.
They
I swear,
listening
what's
to you.
popping? Yeah,
They listening to you now. You haven't actually spoken about it like a video beside the podcast. As ShabZi Madallion, you haven't released a video to share that. Why? Because you also the voice that people look up to.
I'm speaking here. You bringing up the subject,
But
and
without the what's popping with ShabZi. Because probably Tyla, I haven't watched all her interviews. Probably she had to share it in other interviews that she's done. But like as an individual to say on her Instagram or TikTok or whatever, to say this is Tyla and this is how I think about whatever. You also haven't done that.
the spotlight is on Tyla. It's not on me. I can't speak for Tyla. You know, her removing the dates. Is it a brand decision? Is it a personal decision? I don't know. So I'm not gonna put myself out there if that country wants to hear from her. You know, if you want to hear from me, provoke me.
If you were in her position, what would you do? Like you released your dates for your tour, and a certain country then have this backlash against your upcoming
The
performance.
people who have booked me,
Yeah,
right? I'm reaching out to
it's her
them.
team, I think,
Yeah,
that's organizing.
the people who booked me in Nigeria, I'm reaching out to them and saying, this is the rhetoric online, you know? How do we mitigate this? Because the people need to see us have the conversation that, look, one, we have business. Two, this is where we're at regarding this business. You know, this is what we believe. And then we are both reaching our people to introspect on how to collaborate without unnecessary beef.
Speaking of voices that needs to be heard, I don't know if you saw Julius Malema trending,
calling out Mac G,
Penuel, and other podcasters. He's saying that they are driving or steering young people away from politics and social issues, especially when it comes to like podcasts. They speaking about entertainment a lot, that young people tend not to know what is happening in the country. Thoughts on that?
How? Like Mac G and them, when there's something pertinent happening in the country. I mean, I don't watch like I used to, but when I used to watch, they touch on that. They speak on that. They share their perspective on that.
He says most of the time they focus on negative stuff. anything that is negative towards Black community. Like they
Oh, I
focus
don't know,
on
man.
remember the Mini Dlamini case? That's what he mentioned as well. With Penwell, he said, I mean, you can't even sponsor him because he chooses not to maintain his kids. You know how Penwell is just outspoken about fatherhood and his relationship with his kids. So that's his thoughts. What really grabs my attention is he once went to Meg G's podcasts.
Yes.
So if you don't really believe in the platform, why did you embrace it first before now? Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, is his opinion now influenced by what is happening behind the scene? Now that I can ShabZi now, I'm gonna trash talk what's popping with ShabZi.
Maybe they have personal beef, but I think you guys don't support the youth either, man. In entertainment, you know, arts and culture. What are you guys doing for the youth who have platforms and want to use their voices to be where they are? I mean, everybody's on their own. Like, I'm making my own living. I'm having to sponsor my own self to entertain and have a voice. You know, like, as soon as my platform becomes something where I'm reaching people, now you have a problem with my agenda for my platform. When the whole journey to getting there, you guys weren't assisting the youth, man. Now I must care about influencing the youth a certain way that you believe I should. Sounds like you have your own agendas and you unable to reach the youth the way those of which are reaching the youth are reaching them.
But looking at podcasting in not even South Africa, but like in the world as a whole, because we have so many podcasts, do you think we're really influencing our peers positively, not just us, but like when you look at the content online, what's dominating? Is it us trying to change the world with positivity, or are we just there for vibes and jumping on anything negative that is trending just for clout?
I think a lot of what's happening is reaction content. You know, people are doing what they have to do to butter their breads, to get their views. Entertainment is really hard, man, because it's the one place where part of what you're producing needs to aid in people's escapism. You know, like some people are not here to watch these platforms to think too much. Some people love messy content. Some people love the fact that there's drama, toxicity,
Yeah.
you know, this idea of most people with platforms in entertainment to be the ones to revolutionize the youth. That can't be all on us. All on us.
I've seen people saying I watch people's misery or problems so that to make myself feel better. And I'm like, but is that even something healthy to say? Like if I see ShabZi suffering, it makes me feel better. Does it even sound okay for you to say that? Is that a help that you need as a person?
No, you don't. You don't.
Or therapy?
I mean, personally, I don't engage in such content for such reasons. Because you engage in too much of that, over time, you become what you're consuming. You know? And some people don't realize when that type of content is influencing them. And so, from that perspective, I don't want people to consume trash TV, trash content.
Reality show. I used to love Love and Hip Hop.
I don't want you to only consume that. If you're
Yeah.
consuming it for escapism here and there, cool. But if that's genuinely your daily dose of content, it's stunting your growth. It's getting in the way of your journey becoming healthier. Like you are what you eat. You are what you consume.
Yeah. I used to be addicted to one reality show, which is
One, eh?
Love
Not
Love
3,
and Hip
4.
Hop. No, Love and
Right.
Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh, you're only telling me about the ones.
That's the only one I used to watch.
You've told me about many.
What?
Love and hip hop. Go ahead.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because I used to watch Stevie J and Mimi Forst and what's her name? Just to be like a
It's
love
okay not to remember
triangle.
their name.
Stevie J is the rapper Eve.
Yeah.
Eve's ex.
Yes.
So they used to have like a really toxic love triangle. But I realized later, why are you enjoying this nonsense? And I had to call myself out and to say, girl.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Toxic, you ain't.
Hey. I don't want to get into that, man,
Yeah, sometimes those things kind of bleed into like how you relate with people without realizing that. If you consume that more, you end up acting like those people here and there.
You do, man.
And that's when I was like, I am a girl.
You do.
But yeah, speaking of relationships, that's our main course.
Our main course today. For our main course, we have a guest.
For the first time.
First guest on What's Poppin'. Relationship and dating coach, Coach Nonnie.
Coach Nonnie.
Yay!
How you doing, guys?
We fine.
Hey. But it says relationship and dating.
Yeah, for men.
You don't co-sign the women.
I used to actually advise both genders.
Okay.
And then a woman did not like.
You disowned us.
No. A woman did not like my style of delivery, and men appreciated it more. They appreciate the tough love approach. So I also decided it's fine. I'll just stick to men.
So when do you wake up and decide I'm a coach, or that's what I'm gonna do?
I actually began posting content when I was still in university. I went to the University of Johannesburg. I studied logistics, and then my second qualification is in procurement. So I'm busy uploading content. I'm sharing my views about relationship dynamics, about people, and people just started liking my content. Oh my gosh, you're making so much sense. I love what you have to say. And then at around 100,000 followers, people started reaching out. I used to take calls for free. For like 2 years running, I used to just sit on calls and advise people, and people used to start like returning. At around 500,000 followers, that's when I was like,
500,000 followers on TikTok.
Yes, around that time. Now, I think I have like 1 million. It's like 900 and something now.
On all platforms.
No. On Facebook, I have about 900,000. I'm approaching 1 million there. And then Instagram, 120 something thousand. And then on TikTok, I should be approaching 1 million by the time this gets released. So at around 500,000 followers, there was just insane of a demand. And then I just had to start charging. And then at some point, I couldn't handle my corporate job in the bank because also the coaching now is also paying me as much as this one. So I decided to give it my full-blown attention.
When did you decide that it's time to charge now versus the free calls?
I decided to start charging because the demand became insane. And from a business perspective, when you get a lot of demand, it's either you hire more people or you make your services more expensive so that less people can
reach out to you.
Yeah, reach out and afford. Yeah.
And it turns out the women can't afford this service. No?
I mean, I used to like advising women actually. It's just, yeah, again, I have like a tough love approach, straightforward approach to my advice. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I think that we all live in one reality. I never see the need of why I need to say something a certain way when we all know the realities of it. So yeah.
So at what point are the women getting turned off by your delivery? If you're
So
meeting with a woman now,
yeah,
like
yeah.
when am I getting offended
So
as a woman?
so I see the relationship scene as a market, and I think there's a supply and demand. Women look for security emotionally, psychologically, um, financially, and then men are looking for woman who is feminine, fit, and friendly. It is a supply and demand, and then the gatekeepers of marriage and relationships would be men, and then the gatekeepers of sex would be women. And then I said to women, well, some things do contribute to you losing your sexual market value. And unfortunately, having kids is one of them. They did not like that. I said being out
Yeah.
of shape is one of them. They did not like that. So I'm
What's
like,
out of shape though, Nonnie?
no, I mean,
Like what? If
you
I weigh
see,
70
you
kgs,
see, we all know what out of shape looks like. Human beings have proportions. No, but like human beings have proportions. We all know what out of shape looks like. So if you can't take tough love that's realistic, that is going to empower you from me, then I'm not going to.
so if I'm a woman with a child, my dreams of having the men have to be reevaluated.
They have to be, because there's standards to this thing, right? Men in the dating scene are not equal because they don't all have the same amounts of resources. Women value resources in men, and then men value beauty in women, and they don't want a woman with a lot of baggage. And unfortunately, your baby daddy and your past will be baggage. So if you do have kids outside of marriage, men in the future will most probably have a problem with you having kids. Or at least the next woman who's very similar to you that does not have kids has higher chances than you. And I'm not the one who made up these rules.
Who made up these rules?
The rules are just there. You guys made up these
You
rules.
guys.
You guys made up these rules.
How are you able to identify that this is a game and there are rules? How are you able to see that as a woman?
Yeah. You know what? I think that people science is my talent. Some people sing, some people dance, some people rap or act. I find it easy to read human beings, even though I'm trained in business, but I find it easy. And it's not like there's some school for relationships and dating, but I've found a unique way to analyze the dating scene and relationships also. Hence, I think they're also transactional. Yeah, I think that relationships work best when they're operationalized. It's a contract. People have roles. There's positions in the market scene. It's a supply and demand of things.
I mean, let's get into that, right?
Yeah.
On the show, we have a full course meal, starters, main
Okay.
course. You are our main course.
Okay.
And the question for the main course is
The dating and relationship scene transactional in its purest form?
I think it is. I think it is transactional. Like any other transaction has a contract. One person is selling a service or a product. The other person gives money to get the service or product. I think that men want access to abundant sex, and they want loyalty, and they want a feminine, beautiful young woman. So then that's what they get from the woman. That's what they seek. And then in exchange, they offer security. He offers physical protection, financial protection, emotional protection. It is a give and take.
But why then, if we all know it's
Yeah.
that transactional?
Yeah.
Why do we use, when women say now, because I'm giving you sex, I'm
Yeah.
feminine, I'm young, I'm all of those things, why then do you use it to insult us again? Like if I'm Masiho and now I'm just confident, I'm outspoken about it, I'm like, I'm this.
Yeah.
Now, little pizza prostitute, whatever. Why?
because you're selling your body.
No, but that's what the relationship is, right?
I think that you can sell your body, but
No,
like
I'm not selling.
not you.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Sell it, say goes.
I mean, I think any woman can sell her body, but like now you must be realistic about the fact that the man who's looking for wife material is not trying to find a woman with a high body count, because He wants a pure woman. Also, he doesn't want a woman with baggage, a woman that was exposed to trauma or different types of men and whatever. You can do whatever you want with your body, but the people you want to get chosen by, do they want you to do what you want with your body? See, that's the trick right there. We don't decide by ourselves
Yeah.
what's acceptable. The people we want to get chosen by decide for us what's acceptable or not. Yeah.
Okay, I have questions. Why don't we speak to each other with clarity on a date? You want sex, and I'll give you security for it. Why can't we just start like that? Why are we dancing around the issue?
That's a transaction too. I think that different types of transactions happen in different spaces. If you go to the club, it's a straightforward transaction. I like you, I have the money and the champagne bottles. Deal. And then in other spaces, a massacre would want a date, she'd want to be wined and dined. She'd
That's
want
me.
you to impress
That
her
is
with
me.
your character, whatever. That's her price. That's her price. Your character, your personality, your courtship, your chivalry. That's her. Every woman is selling. That's what I believe. Every woman is selling. They just have different prices.
I just think the way we
You don't agree with me?
No, I'm processing what
is this how they reject you, eh? These women.
Yes. I'm processing what you're saying, and
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense because
some women's prices are marriage. Some women's prices are a band of cash.
Yeah.
Every woman is selling.
yeah, we just shame the cash part,
Yeah.
and then others like marriage and stuff. We
Yeah.
embracing that.
Of which both days, like so.
How does the woman reverse engineer if they've reached a point where they want to change and they want to make their price be marriage, but they have a huge body count, they've made some mistakes, and they're hearing what you're saying and it's landing and they want to make a change? How does that woman work herself back to?
So then the scales are set, right? We value men based on his resources. We value a woman based on her beauty. If you don't have beauty, or you don't have a virtuous past, or maybe you have some high body count, whatever.
Virtuous?
Baby, no. Now that woman needs to focus on school, get a career so that you can get a job, so that you don't have to now go and be subjected to the standards of a high value man. So now you can pick your man because you are now not looking for him to provide for you. So if you want to be a prostitute as a woman, save that money, start a business so that you are financially liberated. So now you don't need a man to provide for you. You just need cuddles from a man. So now you can pick any man as long as he's good looking. He doesn't need to have money. That's why I say that if you're a woman and you're not that beautiful, or you're whatever, focus on your career, focus on school, get that money up.
But how do you know you're not beautiful, Nonnie? Because you're
we
grow
all
up
know
and
for
your
now.
mom say to
Come
you,
on.
Nonnie,
We all know. We all
listen,
know what's beautiful. Come on.
you look yourself in the mirror and your mom have been telling you you're a princess,
Lies.
10 out of 10.
Lies.
Now, we're not going to put out and I'm not beautiful.
It's not me. It's the man you want to get chosen by. If the man you want to get chosen by is not picking you, you must go to a bar, sit down and see how many men offer you drinks. You must see at the club if the bouncer is offering you entry free.
It's not entry free.
Guys, a girl know if she's pretty or not. You experience it from high school.
Hello.
The boys ask you to be their Valentines from high school.
Oh, who said you're pretty?
Boys.
I'm saying hello. Thank you.
So a man knows if he's a brokey also or not. Women tell him all the time. A man knows if he's a broke ass nigga, if he's good for nothing, if he's a deadbeat. He knows this. If he's a loser, a woman knows too. But I think that when I say it, then it's like, ooh, people start shaking.
Okay, that woman gets a career and now she can choose her man.
Yeah.
How does she convince herself that she's not settling? Because she can't necessarily get
Okay, I'll make an example. A woman who is not that pretty can focus in school and go for those high paying jobs. I don't know, be a lawyer or an accountant or a doctor. And then now you can pick the very handsome petrol attendant. Now you can pick the very
Oh, I
handsome
see what you mean, and it's
security guard. You'll be happy.
true.
He's still 6 foot tall. He's still handsome.
Yes.
But now you don't need money from him
And he's
because
good in bed as
he's
well.
good in bed as well. He'll satisfy you. The pretty girl now, please go to school, even if you're pretty. I'm not saying that you don't need to go to school and build a career, but when she turns 18, the 35-year-old guy who's a doctor, who's a lawyer, who's a rapper, who's an athlete is picking her and is providing for her, and he's hot. So now when both these women sit down, this one is ugly, but she has a high-paying job. This one is pretty, but she has a low-paying job. They can both have love, be cuddled, have good sex, and be happy.
But societally, the pretty woman is more celebrated for the way she's living her life.
Yeah.
And the one who is getting a job and choosing her man is not societally celebrated. Like, it doesn't sound like she would be content.
That's why Coach Nonnie is here to tell her, Mama, forget what people say. You go for your broke man because no rich man is going to pick you. So if you want to be happy, choose your broke man. I really think that ugly women need to choose broke men. That's the only way that they're going to be happy.
But society makes it hard for people to choose happiness, where happiness means society's constantly questioning your decision of being with a broke man. They are tall, dark, and handsome. Kana we run? Thala petrol.
Yo, useless.
Ay.
They always do that.
Yeah, but then if you have your own car now, as that woman, you have your own car, you have your own job, you make him sign a prenup, you're good.
You're good to
You're
go.
good. You're good to go. Yeah.
Looking at the dating scene right now, what do you think what would you say it's a common problem that couples come to you with?
Yeah. So common issues. The wife is not giving the husband sex. Wives lack there. I don't know what's
pretty
wrong with
wives.
them because all wives, honestly, I think that marriage is an institution that was created to make the woman feel secure. And I know that I sound anti-marriage. I will get married one day, don't get me wrong, because I also want that institutional security for myself too. But I think that marriage as a system, as an institution, was made for the woman. I don't see how it benefits the man. But I don't see how it benefits the man. The man just wants to have sex and babies. And then we are
And being
Africans.
taken care of.
But
Usually when a man is stressed, Nonnie, who does he
he
speak
can
to?
get his therapist. He can hire a therapist.
Most
and
black
speak to him.
men don't even believe
he
in
can speak
therapy.
to his wife. He can speak to his sister.
Yeah, his wife is then providing therapy for free. So which means he's actually
But then if he can afford it, if he's a high value man and he can afford it.
most high valued men don't even believe in therapy, especially black men.
Nah, that's a superstition. You see, and also you're not wrong, but a lot of our ladies talk the way you talk and they think the way that you think. And I personally think that black men, especially black South African men, have
Yeah.
taken enough bashing. They've taken enough bashing, and I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
And we can't walk around saying, why am I still popular and why are my numbers growing and why is my business growing if black men don't like therapy, if they're not looking for love, if they don't want to better themselves? I think that it's dangerous for us to have such perceptions without like actual numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Black men are healthy. They are wonderful people.
Do they come
deserve-
to you for therapy?
90% of my followers and supporters and clients are men.
So how do we know you're not buttering your bread? What's
Ooh, yeah.
No, it's fine. I mean,
No, it's fair. It's
what
a
are
fair
some of the
question.
disadvantages that you engage with when dealing with men?
So I'm a matchmaker, and sometimes when a man comes to me for matchmaking services, I can tell that this one just thinks I'm a pimp. This one thinks I sell girls. And luckily, I vet men myself before I take them on as clients. Like, I'm not an idiot. I can tell Guto Solo, he's done with these other girls and now he wants ingane yabantu. No, I'm not here for it. Also, yeah.
So what's the kind of client you're looking for? What are some of the things?
I want men that are genuinely looking for love. And most of those men are high earners, probably dedicated most of their time to their studies, to their work. And now they just find it difficult to date. They just don't have the time, or they lack the social skills to vet the right woman. So those are the men that usually come to me. But I can also suss out a man, I'm like, this one's busy playing games. He thinks this is a Nia. I can suss him out also.
Most of your clients are men. Okay, I'm looking for a woman. Where are you gonna start looking for that woman?
Anywhere and everywhere. I do have existing women on my list, but also it's not weird for a woman to walk up to other women at a restaurant and say, I'm a matchmaker. I'm representing someone. You look like his type. Would you like for us to connect and have tea sometime? And the lady can look me up same time on social media. She can see that I'm legit. I'm not like some weirdo. Like it's never weird at all. Like girls are not weird about it. Yeah.
Have you put two together?
I have a lot of people, but obviously I'm like confidential.
Yes, sure.
I can't like mention names or whatever. Yeah.
They ended up getting married, and
that's the misunderstanding. My benchmark is you saying, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this one. Thank you so much. You don't need to match me with other people anymore. Yeah. Whether you get married or not, guys, that's up to
That's
y'all.
on you.
That's on y'all. Yeah. I can't promise husband.
You can't.
and
Wow, man.
yeah.
Transactional.
You guys don't agree with me? You don't agree?
That the dating scene is transactional?
Yeah.
I agree. I just think the dancing around it doesn't allow people to actually be truthful about what they want and get to what they want. You know, like you spoke on being a chivalrous man, right? And some women want that. That's how they want to be gotten. But we dance so much that you might focus on the amount of power I'm giving you for the chivalry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we get lost. You don't want love anymore. You think you're finessing me.
Yeah.
You know, whereas if we were just straight up with each other, it would make our journey to being in a relationship or being married easier. That's just what I think. I'm not sure what your perspective is.
Do you agree that it's transactional?
I do agree that it's transactional. I just hate the fact that when women speak up about it and accept how relationships are, they get shamed.
What do you mean by that?
When women start to say, it's like what you said earlier on, all women are selling, right? Masiko can say, Mina, I am dating to have a family unit at the end of the day. Omung can say, now I'm dating for fun, but at the same time take care of me financially. The other one can look for something else, right? I'm dating, maybe
dating for fun, but take care of me financially.
I'm just saying, maybe there are other people who can say that, right? It's not me.
Some people can say that. I would call BS. I'd be like, what type of BS is that? But okay.
Yes. Now, when they come out and say, me, I'm dating you, you need to give me this much or this allowance, you start to be called names. People forget now this is transactional, and I define how I want to make the transaction. Do you know what I mean? That's the only part that I don't like. And I think maybe most women, the reason why they wouldn't want to follow you, some would say, we hear you, Coach Nonnie. We agree with you. But how do you then help society to understand not to insult women so that they are confident with what they want?
You know, I like what you said. It's just that there is a lot of logical fallacies in there. I don't like the idea of a woman saying, yeah, we can date, but I'm going to require this amount of money. You are now making the transaction something else. Relationships are on a spectrum. On the other end, there's the sharp, cutthroat, transactional type of it. It's, I want sex from you, And then she goes, you give me this amount of money. That man does not have to take you out to dinner. He doesn't have to impress you. Doesn't have to open any doors for you. It can get to the bedroom and then he goes, on your knees, get to work. Because you named your price.
Yes,
You named your price. That's the extreme scale of it. And then the other end of the scale is the dance. You'll go on the first date. You appear as a lady. He appears as a gentleman. He's chivalrous. He doesn't just say get on your knees and get to work. He caresses you and is gentle with you and waits for you until you're ready. That's the other end of the scale. My issues now is a woman being hypocritical, wanting the treatments of that side of the scale, the wifey treatment, but then you also still want to name your price, and that's why men say you're a prostitute then when you start naming prices. Because and it's not that it's wrong to be a prostitute, but like just own it then, so that he doesn't have to be chivalrous about it also. If you're a prostitute, then be upfront about it. Name your price. Let's get down to business. And you walk out my door and then I forget about you. But if you want to be on the other end of the scale where you are wifey material, why are you naming prices?
Yeah. Okay, there are others who obviously not name. I don't name my price.
Yeah. Okay.
And let me not say others, me. I don't name my price.
Yeah.
I just look for what I look in relationships,
Yeah.
right? It's not frowned upon when a man comes to me and name his price. He wants sex.
Yeah.
What do you call that man?
But then now you are allowed to say, oh, you want sex? This is how much it's going to take you. Or say, yeah, I don't give out sex that easily. You first have to court me. If he says, I'm not serious about you, I just want to sleep with you, you have two responses. Okay, this is how much it's going to take you. This is the amount of money you'll need. Or, no, I don't do that at all. You'll have to court me first and batter me up first. So it's, guys, I feel like we overcomplicate things because lines are blurred. People forget where they rank on the scales. People forget the rules. That's why my approach has worked best to just operationalize the whole thing. Maybe it's my business training or something. But yeah, I think it just works best when everything is operationalized. There's roles, there's a contract, people have to fulfill their roles. And we go back to when you asked, what's the biggest issue in relationships? I said women don't give sex to their husbands. A relationship is a contract. It is an unwritten, unspoken contract. People have roles to play. As a woman, it's your duty to look hot for your husband. I hate the idea of a woman being married hot and then she loses herself in the marriage. Then she starts wearing these long pajamas that are tight in bed. Why are you not being sexy? Are you not?
Oh, she feels like she graduated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She finally got the thing. So now I don't have to do that too.
If you're in a serious relationship or you're a wife, it's your duty to seduce your husband. Because if you don't, other women will.
So
and it is a competition.
Do you look at other things that contributes to her being like that?
Like what?
When a man comes and complains and say, I don't get sex anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sure when the relationship starts, it's on fire.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 50 Shades of Grey. But then throughout the relationship, and I'm not blaming men, I'm not blaming women. Sometimes there are unresolved issues that make somebody less interested in their partner. Do you look at that as well?
I look at that. I look at a lot of things. I've also noticed that women tend to find a man and he's a prize, he's exciting, whatever. Then they get to learn him. They get to his depths and they understand him as a person. They understand his fears. They understand his weaknesses. Then they realize he's just a human being. There's nothing that special about him. And then they lose that novelty. They don't treat him special anymore. They don't seduce him anymore. They don't celebrate him anymore because he allowed her behind the curtain. He dropped his walls. He showed her that actually there's still a little boy inside me that wants to be cuddled and babied and taken care of and whatever. She also loses her novelty. But
So isn't that the man's fault then?
How?
Isn't the man supposed to also maintain a level of mystique to keep the woman? The same way the woman...
You can't build a long-term relationship with mystique.
Mm.
Especially a marriage. You build a marriage by really opening up to each other, understanding each other's wounds, and licking each other's wounds. Your husband's wounds are your wounds. I get shocked when women come out and say, "Yeah, my husband did this. Oh, he's a broke ass, whatever. I was paying for the bills." Guys, those are y'all's issues together.
Yes.
You exposing us now how much you led him to hang high and dry alone. So I don't think that long-term relationships will go far if there's like a level of mystique or you can't get close to me. That's why you have to vet someone properly. Make sure they're the one.
So what's the common thing that makes men less interested in wanting to have sex with their long-term partners than they end up going outside?
What's the common thing that make men not want to have sex with the woman? Usually also
Their woman.
Their woman,
Their partner.
Most of the time, men also identify patterns. Like if you try to initiate sex today, she rejects you. You try to initiate sex the next day, she complains.
Maybe she's on her periods.
Yeah, but periods last what, 4 days?
A week?
Like, girl, there's like 4 weeks in a month. Okay, fine, I'll give you the periods. Then. but then, like, you must, like, think about it this way. I asked another woman, I said, how many times do you have sex with your husband? She said, well, I do go on my period for a week. And I say, okay, well, other wives still have sex in their period, but that's fine. Some husbands don't mind having sex in your period.
Some husbands do mind.
Yeah, but let's calm down. So now it's 3 weeks left. Then she goes, yeah, 2 days in a week. I go, okay. So out of what's 7 days multiplied by 3? What's the
math?
7, 14,
21. So and then 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Imagine if you took a test and then your score was 6 out of 21. Did you pass or fail? You failed. That's not enough sex. That's not enough sex. So I was like, girl, your man is starving. Also,
Your man is starving,
the 6 out of 21 is on her reasoning. For him, it's 6 out of 31. It's worse on his end. He only gets 6 out of 31 days. So at this point, it's like, okay, it's either she's complaining or she's dressed for bed like she's going to the army, or she's not in shape anymore, or she's just complaining half the time. And I don't even think she loves me anymore. She doesn't brush my beard, touch me. She doesn't. And then he goes out for a drink with the boys, and then there's this young waiter with her boobs out serving him a drink, and then that's where it starts. She does what you can't do at home.
Hey, goed thata man.
Kunzima,
What's some of the self-awareness points that you think women are lacking that they should be aware of?
Yeah. I want to take it from a systematic point of view first before I bring it down.
Okay.
I just think that there's a mismatch between the two genders because they both changed how they used to date. Men always chose feminine, fitness, and friendly, and then women chose security. Men never changed. They're still choosing women who are feminine, fit, and friendly, women who are beautiful, who are youthful. Women, because they've started to work, they've changed how they now want to be chosen in the dating scene. They say that, oh, I have a nice job, so choose me because I have a nice car, I have a nice house, I can afford all of these things. And the man is like, yeah, I don't think so. I never asked you to work. You asked to work for yourself. And number 2, I don't care about your money. Your money is yours. And yeah, I'll still choose you by how feminine, fit, and friendly you are. So now there's a mismatch. And then you find that women are complaining that men are choosing younger girls and men are choosing, no, babe, you're just positioning yourself differently nowadays versus how men want to evaluate you. And The second one, women grew up and were socialized being told, you're fine just the way you are, you're perfect
True.
just the way you are, you're a princess. Um, any man is lucky to have you. That's not true. You're not a princess. Not any man is lucky to have you. You're not fine just the way you are. So yeah.
I mean, why are we selling that dream then to our kids?
We raise sons and daughters differently. We tell the son, you have to earn your spot on the playground. When other boys push you, don't be a walkover. You fight back. When a boy is about to race, we tell him, you better win this race. You need to be number one. You need to be confident. You need to be a tough boy. Then we tell the girl, you're a pretty princess. You put on your dress. You're fine just the way you are. Because personally, I think we're doing them injustice. I think we need to start raising competent girls. We need to start raising girls to be competent, accountable. We need to say to girls, if you want to play the game, learn the rules and know how to play it in any game for that matter. Career, academics, anything for that matter. I think it's very harmful to tell even with women too. Have you heard those conversations in bathroom? A random woman will come to you and say, oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
oh
then
my
you'll
God,
tell a
your
random woman that,
dress.
oh, you're so gorgeous, you're a queen.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Lies. She's not a
She's
queen.
not. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not. Rather don't say anything.
Okay, I'm curious, right? I don't know what the stats are, but
Yeah.
it sounds like this is a specific ethnic group, or is this
Yeah.
all ethnic groups of women?
So then in South Africa, we only have about what, 7% white people, of
Okay.
which already that's like a disproportionate representation
Fair enough.
for us to fairly compare them
Fair enough.
to black people.
Mm.
And by black, I mean, according to the apartheid system, if you're not white, you fall onto the blacks. So if
Okay,
they're
so
only
including Indians there.
and colors,
Colours.
yeah. But then also with me only, I mostly help black people because they're the ones that seek me. They're the ones that are familiar with me. So I can't really speak on other races.
Okay.
But also, again, I don't like these topics about black man, black woman. No, woman, man, human being. Everyone must be accountable. Everyone must be held to a certain standard, and let's not make it a race thing. Let's not like yeah. I'm sorry. It's probably obvious, but I'm very protective over my brothers. I have uncles. I have a dad. I have cousins. I don't like when we say things when we say black men, South African men. Why? No. Yeah. And then also, a lot of black women want to date men who are not black because they think the grass is green on the other side. It's not greener. It's
No, it's
not.
not.
Circumstances are circumstances. Results are results. The grass is not greener.
Okay.
Wow, man.
I just want you to say the same thing for women. That's all.
What?
Wow.
I just want you to say women also have been through a lot. So please protect them. I'm here for my women. That's all. But I do love how you advocating for men. And I do believe
Yeah, I think women have enough advocates. I don't think women are missing advocates. I can switch on the radio now and hear a song saying, "I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a cat."
Yeah, that's true.
Next station it goes, "Brokey, broke man, fuck niggas." Please, I don't need that message. Yeah.
Okay, last one. Do people ever base their interaction with you from a basis of you being in a relationship as well?
Yeah.
Like,
I get what you're asking. And for me, if you think that someone can only be right from their own personal standing, that's a logical fallacy itself also. There's one really close to it. It's called the ad hominem. It's when you say this grass this plant is green, and then I say, oh, but your dreadlocks are ugly. Now I'm making it about you and not about the subject itself. Anything and everything I talk about has nothing to do with me as a person or my personal life. It's just my analysis of the dating scene and my contribution to the dating scene and humanity and building a body of work that I'm going to leave behind. So it's always funny to me when people make it
hear
about
that.
me.
Okay.
What I do, who I am, and whatever. Babe, it had nothing to do with me. Am I wrong though with what I said? That's my
No.
only issue. Was I wrong?
When you started, I
Yeah.
remember the first time when I saw your videos and then
Yeah.
you came to 5.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like backlash.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I know.
Celebrities as well
Yeah.
didn't agree with what you're saying.
Some
How did you handle that? Because like a lot of I remember when I was inviting you to
Yeah.
the show, and my team was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure she would want to come? Because people have been talking about her." And I
Yeah.
was like, "She seems to be interested in actually wanting to speak."
I really don't give a shit what someone thinks about me. Hey, I really could not. You could be anyone. I was born alone. I'll die alone. I don't, I'm not money. I'm not oxygen. I'm not for everyone, and that's fine. But also, the real ones are gonna love me. If you are a woman and you notice the amount of male support that I get, and you want to attract men, then you need to be like, she's onto something. If so many men support her, then she's onto something. If I align with her views and I really listen to her teachings, a lot of men then will like me too, because a lot of men support her sentiments. So I just know that it's only the real ones who like me. The people who don't like me are people who don't want to be held accountable. If you don't like to be held accountable, you like excuses, then you're not going to like me. And I'm not going to like you too, so it's fair. Yeah.
How much of your work perspectives make it in your personal life perspective?
How much? I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that to my therapist, because I think it's so interesting that, like how on TV you'll see like a couple fighting and maybe the man is a lawyer and then the woman will say, you're being a lawyer about this. You're used to arguing in court and now you're arguing here. Or maybe the woman is a therapist and the husband is like, don't psychoanalyze me. Yeah, you think I'm one of your patients. I've heard, oh, you're being a coach. I'm like, I'm not being a coach. I really don't know.
Now you're coaching our relationship, Nonnie. What's up, dog?
I really don't know how much of my work make it into this. So.
Wow, man. Yo, I think you gave us enough. And if we ever need a part 2, I hope
I'll
you don't mind
definitely
if I
come.
invite you again.
No, I'll come.
Thank you so much. Coach Nonnie, relationship and dating coach for men. Anywhere the people can find you?
They can just search Coach Nonnie everywhere. I just started my YouTube channel. I'm approaching, I think, 10,000 subscribers now. I can deal with some more people. I can see that people are trying their YouTube, so I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all the best.
Thank you.
Coach Nonnie. Boom. Coach Nonnie is something, eh?
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I like her too, man. I think there's something there for people to take. Yeah, dessert. I don't really have a dessert, but I do have something I've been thinking about this week. And I'm just looking at the comments from our last episode, man. I think people felt some kind of way about my perspective on rap and bars, and just generally, hip hop is sensitive. Like, nobody wants constructive criticism. They just want to be praised. And because it's a very egoic genre, everyone thinks they are beyond critique. Now, my question for hip hop is like, who's going to help you grow? If what you're doing is always right, if what you're doing is always dope, who's giving you the real? I don't want to nominate myself, but it seems like I need to. I need to nominate myself. There are people who are making comments like, hey, Shabs, not everything is about you.
Oh, yeah.
There are people who are trying to tell me like, yeah, but where's your music career? My guy, I'm a pioneer. You freestyling because of me. Freestyling matters because of me. And I did this a long time ago. 2018, I was releasing freestyles every week. It was an issue in the industry. You wouldn't know because you're not tapped in. You focus on what you're doing. You think what you're doing is dope. This is for all other upcoming MCs as well. If you're just dropping raps and you got your few people commenting saying it's dope, it's your circle. But how is what you're doing going to communicate with the rest of us? If you want to be in the music industry, your music can't just be music. The industry part matters. We did a lot for this game, bro. I don't want to brag. I don't want to tell you what I've done. But if I must remind you, I will remind you. The WhatsApp regime where artists are giving out their numbers to their fans, that's me. Me. Do your homework, do your research. I brought it to the platform. I had WhatsApp business before WhatsApp had WhatsApp business. Facts. Do your homework, do your research. If you just want to be a rapper, rap. Get your comments, get your likes. But if you want to be in the music industry, learn the industry and come tell us who you are and what you are about in your message. Then we'll give a damn. We out of here, man. Peace.